Common sense on SNAP is literally Hitler. No, I mean it. Common sense on SNAP it's literally Orange Hitler. That is if you turn to the people at the Politico. And if it's not Hitler, at least it demands scare quotes, which is always a way to leaning into, it's sort of Hitler. So the people at Politico ran a pretty common sense headline. I mean, it's just a fact. Trump administration will require SNAP participants to reapply for benefits. Makes sense, right? I mean, we've heard about a little bit of this or that problem and this or that, maybe some money disappearing and maybe just some small examples of that. So people are going to have to reapply. I mean, after all, we've been flooding the country with immigrants, both legal and illegal, and they're getting SNAP benefits and they're not supposed to get SNAP benefits, some of them. So we're just going to have you reapply. And in big organizations, big spaces, fraud is easily hidden. Like, let me give you an example that's not related to government, but it's an easy one. As embarrassing as this is for a daughter, probably, my wife and I still get a kick out of kind of emotionally blackmailing her into doing Easter egg hunts. When we're celebrating the rebirth of Christ and we take that little kind of pseudo-secular thing and we bring the eggs out. She's in her 20s, and I think she does this to placate us just like I placated my mom. Secretly, I loved it. We actually did this for her birthday the other day. So we're celebrating a big birthday for her, big day. We decided to hide some money around the house, and we hid it in, my big hiding spot was on the dog's collar. And so the rule was anything in the front room, and the dog was in the front room. So, of course, we kind of gave hints, etc. She found the money. Her boyfriend helped her. Praise God. Fun day. Now, what if we'd said instead we live on some property in North Idaho? What if we'd said that the property, like the money's hidden on the property? I mean, I guess I could have attached it to a deer or a bobcat. So it's kind of the same thing, an animal, or maybe put it at the top of a tall tree or down in the creek bed under a rock. I mean, it would have not taken her more than maybe a year to find it because of all that space. That's easy to hide stuff. So it is with the federal government. Now, in that case, we wanted her to find the money. It was our money. And we, in fact, wrote down where things were because there'd been a year where we did this with Easter eggs, the plastic eggs, and we had some cool stuff hidden in it, including some money, and we forgot where it was hidden. And like we were moving out 4 years later, my daughter said, "Oh my gosh, the egg." So we wrote it down because it's our money. We don't want to lose it. Well, the federal government's designed to lose things. So this headline, Trump administration will require SNAP participants to reapply for the benefits. Here's what Dr. Oz said. And then I'll get to the rest of the headline from the Politico because the rest of the headline tells the story about the Politico. This is what Dr. Oz said about frauds at Health and Human Services.
When the president offered me this job, he told me to protect our most vulnerable by rooting out fraud, waste, and abuse. I'm sharing these stories so you understand the stakes of our enforcement. So here's the situation. 6 states believe that they should be allowed to pay for illegal immigrants on the state level, on their own, to receive free health care. Now, free health care insurance attracts illegal immigrants and makes them unwilling to leave, even if we offer them cash. Equally importantly, I worry that federal taxpayer money will be siphoned towards these states and hurt the 44 states who disagree with attracting illegal immigrants with free insurance. In fact, Congress is shut down right now because Democratic senators don't like the One Big Beautiful Bill, which corrals this kind of fraud in Medicaid. We decided to investigate ourselves. I didn't really trust these 6 states. We found already $1.3 billion has been inappropriately taken from federal taxpayers in just the past few months. We just clawed back $300 million, which signals that the 6 states, they already know, they acknowledge that this is an embarrassing reality. We need to protect our most vulnerable and send a clear message that other countries should take care of theirs. Opening the government would be a step in the right direction.
And of course, the government opens, and we have that. So the Politico. See, they had to italicize some stuff in their headline. The headline was Trump administration requires SNAP participants to reapply for benefits. So I'll give you the italicized portion of this in just a quick second. I want honesty when I deal with companies. I want honesty when I deal with things, particularly if they go on or in my body. So I choose to use a soap that has no chemicals in it at all. You could, in fact, go visit the folks who make it. They've done it for 3 generations in the American Midwest. They make it on behalf of my friends at Allen Soaps. And Allen Soaps is all natural. It has no chemicals. Like I say, it's made in America. And it exists to employ people like Allen, who is a joyful kid. He's 14. He's been cut into 18 times for surgeries because he has trouble moving. He's effectively nonverbal, very high up on the autism spectrum, although he sent me a really cool thank you video. I gave him a happy birthday on the show, a little dance move, and I heard him say happy birthday. So the soap is part of it, world-class soap. Employing people like Alan is all of it. It's alansoaps.com/Todd. It's alansoaps.com/Todd. It's an incredible way to give a stocking stuffer because as we treat the least of these, so God treats us. And to God, we're all the least of these. But many people would think of Alan as that. It's alansoaps.com/Todd. The Politico knows the base. Their base is not you and me. They're not a publication that exists to please you and me. They get into the headlines. They've got circulation, but they've got access. And to continue to have that access, they know they need to play the game the right way. So they take an angry picture of Brooke Rollins that they run behind the headline, below the headline, Trump administration requires SNAP participants to reapply for SNAP benefits. And then we get this. The move is part of USDA Chief Brooke Rollins' effort to overhaul the nation's largest anti-hunger program and get rid of, quote, fraud. They could have done a full quote line. Instead, it's the scare quotes. And I would say this. SNAP is not anti-hunger, it's anti-health.